The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball on the 25, and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, with just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll set up to throw. Bring in the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking through half to the end zone to the right. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack. And they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
A designed run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moves around to clear up the vision. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
The Noles are marching down the field. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to UTEP. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can... He's loose down the left side. At the 30. He's at the... Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State finding.
There he goes. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go in that QB sneak on 3rd down, guys. He was trying to push and trying to drive, but he was just running into a wall. Nice job by the defense.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Timeout call. The offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds the big tight end. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded to understand what they were trying to accomplish. Doing a good job getting to the...
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Line getting set on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Rooks. Fights off it, and another broken tackle. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that. In this game, so far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tight.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires and picked off. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they... secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Rooks. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running into the open space.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give, and tick, 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 tick. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
3:25.
They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. The give on the inside. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ruston for some time. They're up by 17 over Texas Tech. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Steps away to find some room. Got the first himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts, because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get...
Touchdown, Clemson! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man to the left. He picked up some of that lost yardage, not enough for the 1st down, and in the waning seconds, they do get the clock stopped.